Previously on 2 Past Midnight. Here we go.
Oh no!
That's 2 successes.
That's a crit, and
That is a crit. Chest. Roll a d10. You can draw this out if you want to, as long as you want.
No!
Holy shit! No! That's a 10! That's a 10! Oh, God!
Emmett will stand up, walk over, and he will fire Psalms one solid time, whispering under his breath, "Why, God? Why?"
So we're going to open with, we see a man walking along through a kind of like open grassy-ish area with some trees, but he's kind of cautiously walking. He's patrolling, he's kind of looking out and looks off, and he can see in the distance some like buildings, like a small village. And we hear ka-ka. What does that look like? What's his response when he hears those shots coming from that village?
Perks up real quick. Hasn't seen hide nor hair of anybody in a few days, so just really interested in what's going on here. He's not too cautious, oddly enough. He kind of heads that direction, not being as stealthy or, cautious as he could. He's got an AK that is clearly he's picked up off of somebody else there, scrapped together, slung over his shoulder, and he just starts making his way, around brush, through trees and over. He wants to see what's going on. He's going to follow the thing. He hasn't seen people for a long time, and he's really interested in where these sounds came from.
He gets closer to the village, and he sees a tower on like the north end of the village, sitting on top of a hill. And as you look up there, you can see 3 men standing up there. You're probably about 100, 200 meters out, so you can't quite make out a lot of details unless you got your binoculars that you decided to also give your backup character, which would be weird because you could just take Cole's. But anyway, like this isn't, we're not adjusting encounters for, loot and shit. But yeah, so you see a couple people up there by the tower. That's about all you can see is like people standing there. They look like they're talking about something, but by this point, you don't hear any more gunshots.
So I'll start walking up. My AK, like I said, I'll continue slung on my back. Walk out with my hands up. Probably get to the point where I'm about cutting that distance in a little more than half. So I'll probably sit about 20, 30 meters out before I kind of go, "Hey guys, I heard gunshots. I wasn't sure if anybody needed any help over here."
I open fire. No.
So as you guys were collecting the bodies, you heard a voice from like the bottom of the hill. He was coming in from the east.
Who the fuck is that? Stop right there.
Hey, no need. I mean you no harm. No, don't worry.
Approach slowly.
All right, Americans, you sound American. Are you Americans?
These gentlemen are American, but I'm Polish. I'm from this village. My name is Mr. Jankowski.
I, Gordon Lafreniere. I came here with the Canadian Reserves. Got sucked into this. Just everybody else is dead, and I'm just looking for people to be with. I haven't seen hide nor hair of anybody in a very long time.
You are a Canadian, yes?
Yeah. I'm from the French version of Canada, and they needed people who spoke a multitude of languages, so next thing I know, I'm thousands of miles away, and they've handed me a gun.
Just out of curiosity, did he understand when I was not using an accent? That was me speaking in Polish because I don't actually speak Polish. Did he understand that?
Wait, were you speaking in Polish? I didn't understand you were speaking Polish, actually.
I did not use an accent on purpose.
That's true. So, yeah. But I think none of us interpreted that as you were speaking Polish. Does he speak Polish? Kyle.
Oh, what should I roll?
You know what? You role-played that he did. Let's say he speaks Polish.
Okay.
That's fine. I'm cool with that.
Excellent.
He's a French-Canadian. They're used to having a couple different languages.
Absolutely.
At least two. So why not throw in a third one? Just because he's like...
All right.
So yeah, we'll say he was speaking in Polish, yeah.
Yeah, so I would have some Polish on me as well.
But then does a French-Canadian, when speaking in Polish, speak with a French-Canadian accent?
No, then it would just be me talking like this back again.
But in French would be no accent.
No accent in French, accent in English, accent in Polish.
Yes. That is accurate. Yes.
It's getting confusing now.
This is going to get very complicated.
I dream exclusively in French.
I open fire.
It's funny because it's always like, how the fuck do you introduce a new character? And like, even in like a normal campaign, it's like, oh, they meet at a bar, and it's still always a weird and awkward. But like in this post-apocalyptic world where like shit has been hitting the fan, it's like, I don't know. Here, this Canadian what's really friendly Canadian comes walking up. All right, so yeah, he was speaking in Polish. So
okay. This man says he's Canadian. Yeah, he's part of NATO. Yeah.
Well, he obviously speaks English.
Yes. I do. I speak English, French, Polish. I was brought over here to, help the war effort. I think I was mostly here to see what was going on, and next thing I know, like I said, it's just me.
Are you a translator?
I was. Now I'm a translator with a gun.
Can you shoot it?
Do you know how to use shovel?
Unfortunately, that is the one piece of equipment I've gotten quite a bit of use since I came to this country.
We could use help with shovel.
Whatever you need, I don't want to just follow you guys around, but it's wonderful to see friendly faces, let's just say.
You have interesting definition of friendly.
Well, you didn't shoot at me, and you so far, none of you are coughing and half dead, so all these signs point to good.
Have you linked up with any Russians since you've been here?
If I see that color, I tend to head the other direction.
By the way, according to the rules of the book, you shouldn't have to roll persuasion on this at all, and it's totally up to you guys on whether you believe this dude or not. But I would like to point out situationally when this guy's showing up. So it's up to you what you want to do with that information.
That's where I was going.
Yep, I know. But I just wanted to let you know rules-wise, so we're not like, can I roll diplomacies or like whatever, or persuasion or blah, 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 or like sense motive? Like, no.
Emmett unloads. 3 successes and a bullet die. Motherfucker's dead.
It's like, he wasn't working with Yuri. He's like, he was Canadian. Emmett hates Canadians.
Come to find out.
Emmett's racist against one group of people, and even though he's Hawaiian, it's weirdly Canadians. Well, I guess he's not. He isn't technically. He's not Hawaiian, but he's from Hawaii. Like,
correct.
Let me restate that. You're right. So even though he's from Hawaii, he has a severe like animosity towards Canadians.
I mean, you pump somebody's face full of lead, and then somebody walks up on you. You know.
No, I know. Well, there was part of me that was like, how long do I drag this out? I'm like, what's funny is I'll just let Kyle decide how the character comes in, like what he does, And it's like, oh, he's just going to walk up? Okay. Let's see how that plays out. That would be on you, Kyle, if he dies and then another Canadian has to walk up.
What did you do to my twin brother? Oh no.
All right, so as far as I'm concerned, you're still at about 30 meters away at the bottom of a hill.
Yeah, I still have my hands up.
Yeah. So what are you guys doing? Those of you at the top of the hill with rifles probably pointed at this Canadian.
Stanislav turns around, looks Emmett straight in the eye, and goes, "Do you believe you are still good men?" And then walks off to go get a shovel.
Emmett, Barrel's still hot from everything that just happened. He won't say anything. The ringing in his ears from the barking of psalms, staring at this woman. He almost doesn't even notice that this other gentleman has walked up without any kind of hostility. He's alone in his thoughts.
As I said before, the sun is setting, so just so you guys know.
I don't know if we can exactly trust this guy. He's coming in at a really interesting time.
The player wants to be like, yeah, we should totally handcuff this dude, because this is really bad timing for someone to just walk up on you. At least detain him and talk to him. Maybe not shoot him right on the spot, but definitely, detain him. Stanislav doesn't give a fuck, so.
Could have been their spotter. Murph's gonna walk down towards him.
Hello, sir. My friends call me Gordy. Who are you?
My friends call me Murph.
Hello, Murph. It's good to meet you.
You too, Gordy. Now, don't take it personally, but, we just had a firefight and then taken incoming from a sniper for the last 6 hours, so don't be offended if we don't exactly trust you.
That's how I found you. I heard all the ruckus. I followed my ears.
Okay, so when did you come in country?
I was here from the very beginning. The first offensive. I was behind the lines because my duty was to come in and help translate afterward with, who was left. But very quickly, when everything went haywire, they said, yeah, you fight now. And next thing I knew, it was me and a battalion of Americans, because there's... and I went from one group to another, and just death. Every time I went to somebody, we were either bombarded or they got radiation, and then they all died, and then it's been a very long haul. I have no clue how many days it's been.
Let's walk and talk, and please don't put your hands on your weapon.
You may take it. I have a knife at my side and this gun here, which I've taken off of a dead comrade.
Yeah, hand it over, please.
Here, just
for now.
Trust me, I understand.
So let's walk and talk and go meet the others. So, where have you been for the last, 3-6 months?
Just walking. Walking, trying to find things to eat, to drink, avoiding large cities. It seems like every city I've come to is overrun. And just, I see what I think are American convoys, and by the time I make it there, they're gone. And I see, groups of people taking, Polish people hostage. I am just one man. I could not help do anything.
And have you hung out or gotten together with any groups of locals or anything like that?
I did for a small amount of time, but then, the groups would start getting sick and ill, malnourishment, and Again, I'm just one man, and I'm just looking for a way out.
You say you're from Quebec, right?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Who's your favorite hockey team?
Hockey now, eh?
Canadiens.
Yeah, it's the Canadians.
I don't actually know enough about hockey to answer this question.
It's the Canadians.
Montreal. Montreal.
It's literally the
Canadiens.
name of the team.
The Montreal Canadiens, of course. Hartford Zavale, of course.
Please don't cut any of that.
So, funny enough, the Bruins and the Canadiens are rivals. They hate each other.
So none of them have weird mustaches.
They didn't make the playoffs this year, thank you.
I think that is still better than winning all of the games and then collapsing in the first round.
Well, Gordy, I'm a Bruins fan. I'm from Boston, so I'll let that slide.
Whoa.
So Murphy shoots him right in the face.
All right, let me come straight to it. Have you ever heard of a man named Yuri?
Just, I do not know this Yuri you speak of.
You will.
You make it sound so menacing.
We'll give you intel when we can trust you. I hope you're honest. Hope you're legit. But like I said, don't take it personally that we gotta vet you a little bit.
Whatever you ask of me, I will try my best.
All right, come on, meet the others. We just lost somebody. We gotta bury him.
Oh, like I told our Polish friend up there, unfortunately, burying people is something I have come very accustomed to.
Yeah, me too.
So we're heading to the evening shift, just to let you guys know. Like, mechanically speaking. What are you guys doing for the evening shift? Who's doing what? I know you're burying people, Jeremy, you said. Harrison was burying people, digging holes with you. Is that right, Chris?
Harrison was going to help Stan.
Right. Yeah, so what is anyone else going to do during that time? Now, I will warn you, those of you that have taken damage, if you don't get a successful medical aid roll, you might have to roll for an infection tomorrow. That would be Murph and Harrison. Wait, did Harrison already get his medical
Harrison
aid
has not gotten
Neither of them have.
shot since
roll? Right, the nose
Stanislav.
thing. Right. But I think
fixed his
you did
nose.
the medical aid roll
I did.
then, right?
I did.
So Emmett and Murph would need medical aid rolls.
Yeah.
Or risk it and roll stamina tomorrow.
Hey, Mr. Stan,
What is it?
think you can give me the once over? I know I'm leaking a bit.
Harrison, can you continue digging for me? You, French-Canadian man. Here, take shovel, help dig hole. Make use, huh?
No problem. Can do.
I got you, Miss Stan.
Thank you, Harrison. Thank you. Come here, Mr. Murphy. You sit here.
Whatever you say.
And he's like looking you over and like he's forcefully grabbing your jaw and just kind of like turning you to the side. And his bedside manner is not great.
Ain't my first time being shot. I'm good.
Let me look here. Yes, you've cut under your eye here. Let me see. It hurts. Like he is not being gentle at all. Here, take rag and wash out with water. It should clean out infection. Here. One success.
Okay.
Wish we had some glue.
I used less of glue on Harrison's nose. He's gone now.
He's still ugly.
You are no looker yourself, Mr. Murphy.
That's fair. Thank you, Stan.
Of course. Yeah. Another day.
I think I need to go find somewhere to pass out.
Americans in their sleep.
All right, so Murphy's gonna rest/sleep.
Yeah, man, he's fucked up.
Okay.
Like, literally, I think he's gonna go into the tower where they were getting sniped from and just put his backpack under his head and lay down.
Mm-hmm.
Ref,
Yeah.
with that medical aid, I could take the shovel back from the French Canadian.
Yeah,
race.
because I think it's a stretch. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay. So like whatever he's gonna do this.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
not the full shift. It's just a stretch.
Okay.
You still have the -1 on the recon roll until it heals completely. So you have to imagine, Chris, that it's like swollen, like where your fucking face hit the fucking scope. So
Yeah, absolutely.
that would be the -1 on the recon.
Yeah, like one of those big swollen eyes with the gash in it.
Mm-hmm.
Are we putting these bodies by the church, or are we putting these bodies as close to where this whole incident happened?
Stan is. We put them in churchyard. Yes, even Polish girl.
All right, then Emmett will sling Psalms on his back and, I mean, basically throw, I guess, both of them up over his shoulder and basically bring both bodies back to the church for burial.
I do not particularly care, but Father Robert would approve of them being buried in graveyard.
All right. So what's your character's name again? Kyle?
Gordon Lafreniere.
Gordon. Okay. So Gordon. So is he going to stay out there and still help them dig?
Yeah, he said he would help bury.
Okay. Yep. 2 holes will take less time to dig with 3 people. So, I mean, it's still going to take a while. But, all right. So you're doing that. And what are you going to be doing, Emmett? What are you doing?
Emmett will start digging the hole for the sniper.
4 people digging. Okay.
He's 2 men per hole.
And Murphy was going to sleep?
Well, I thought we were going to be staying up in that area, so I guess he'll trudge back and go to sleep in the church.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys are digging the holes back in the churchyard. I'm assuming when you say that, you mean like the actual cemetery, just to the south of the church.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe not in it, depending on space, but
Right. Near it.
adjacent?
Yeah. Cemetery adjacent. You're expanding out the cemetery.
Yeah, we're just making the cemetery bigger.
That's fine. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. So... All right, so the 4 of you are there digging. Murphy, you're asleep in the church. You guys talk about anything with each other while you're digging? There's a new guy here you guys don't know very much about.
What'd you say your name was?
Gordon. My friends call me Gordy.
Okay, Gordy. My name's Harrison.
Pleasure to meet you.
Everybody call me Harrison.
I can handle that.
Where you say you from?
I'm from Canada. Up in the Quebec area.
That way up north.
Yes, very much so.
Is it cold up there?
Oh, cold all the time.
Well, Mr. Gordy, welcome aboard. I hope you can help us, because it just seems like people die here left and right.
Well, I guess it's not just me, because that's been my experience as well. So, hopefully we can stick together and figure out some way to thrive, or at least stop burying people.
When you stop burying people, you are the one being buried.
Yeah, that had crossed my mind.
Mr. Stan, stop being so negative. We gonna try to get on that boat. Ain't that right, Mr. Emmett?
Harrison, There is nothing for me on that boat. I am home. What do I gain from boat? I tell you this. Getting you on that boat, I think you should go home. You do not belong in this place. There's far too much blood here for you.
Well, thank you, Mr. Stan, but you could use like a reset button or fresh start, I guess you'd say.
That is what I'm working for. I do not want a fresh start. I just want a clean end, you know?
I think your end's a lot further away than you think.
I hope not.
And it sure is if I got anything to do with it. You're my friend.
Harrison, you are like lost puppy dog, huh? You seem like you need someone to take care of you a little bit, no? Like you're okay, but maybe some help, yes?
I can handle myself. I'm a pretty good shot.
I have seen you. I have seen your shooting. It's good. It's good. But there is more to life than shooting, yeah?
I was pretty handy back on our farm. I don't need anybody to take care of me. I just want people to be nice.
Agreed, Harrison. Agreed.
Mr. Emmett, what we gonna do now?
What do you mean? Ain't nothing changed. We're in the same boat we ever were. We just survived one more day. We did what it took to survive.
Do you still plan on heading to this castle?
At this point, I've got one goal in mind, and that is I need to find my boy. Last I knew, our friend Winkler, the wet dirt pile just to our east, he said he may have seen the tank heading southbound. That's the way I'm headed.
So you no longer wish to kill this man Yuri, even though attack is likely, a sniper is most likely from his place.
Yuri is obviously been able to infiltrate somebody who has quite the personnel. I was out. I was done with this war. I was no longer fighting. And that doesn't seem to be the case anymore. I don't know what's right. I don't know what's wrong anymore. But I know I came here to get my boy. And that's what I'm gonna do. Only lead I've got, head south. I did not come here to dethrone the devil. I came here to bring my son home.
I don't give a shit about no Yuri. If we leave this village, maybe he'll leave us alone and just deal with this area on his own. If he sent that sniper here, don't you think if we go try to attack some stupid castle that there'll be more of them there? I just want to get the hell out of here and help Emmett find his son.
I have already said I would take you to castle. I will take you south if that is where you would rather go. Perhaps we can catch Father Roberts on the way. Do you want to go to Krakow, or where are we going? Or are we just heading south?
South across the bridge. Back where we picked up the Hummer. That was the last direction Winkler had given us. It's a tank with some longhorns on the front. It's part of his unit. That's he said it was up and mobile, headed south. So
longhorns. What are these longhorns?
It's a native Texan cattle. kind of like, it's a steer with, 4-foot horns, really.
He's very big. We normally cut them off because it is problem when you try to milk cow. There's too many horns, and then you can possibly get gored. It's bad.
Yeah, well, everything's bigger in Texas, so I don't know what to tell you.
The females ain't got no horns.
That is not true. We cut them off of our heifers.
Huh.
But they are dairy cows. They are a different breed. But you say you raise pigs on your farm, yes?
And chickens. Mainly chickens.
And chickens, yes. They do not have horns either, no, huh?
No, they just got them sharp beaks and claws, and their shit's their best weapon. Hoo-wee, that smells something awful in the summer.
Side note, interestingly, on average, the female, the cow of the longhorns actually has longer horns than the males on average. And a castrated male has even longer horns.
Oh, so it's tied to estrogen as opposed to the testosterone.
Yep,
That's
isn't that
interesting.
interesting?
I feel like Harrison would know that.
Dun, dun, dun. The more you know.
Chris, I was trying to give you an out with, like, being a pig farmer and not
Yeah, I
knowing
know.
cows as
I know.
well.
Yeah.
Or, like, pigs and chickens or whatever. I believe this hole is deep enough. It would... Would anyone like to say any words? Hmm?
Captain Emmett's more like the eulogy type person, I would think.
So just to set the scene real quick, it is not cloudy. It is a bright fucking clear night now. And it's a waning moon? A couple days past the full moon.
Waning gibbous.
Gibbous, yeah, there you go. And clear as bell. And in the distance you guys hear as you're talking about all this.
Them damn wolves eating bodies again.
Sounds like it's a little way off.
Well, I want to say that I'm sorry that I was mad at you, Mr. Cole. And then you went and died. I hope you know that I forgive you for being mean to me. I'm sorry. I don't like that I was mad at you before you went and died. So I'm sorry, Mr. Cole. I hope you in a better place. Captain Emmett, you ain't gonna say nothing?
What do you want me to say, Harrison? We've buried more people in this town than we brought into it.
Wasn't he your friend?
Friend. That is a loose term in these conditions. He was somebody we survived with. He was good at what he did just like I was. And everything that we did was a calculated risk. It finally caught up to him. From the sounds of it, best I can say is, may God have mercy on his soul.
Well, I don't know about you, but at this point, it almost seems like anybody that ain't shooting at me is my friend.
That's exactly what'll get you killed, Harrison.
Maybe so.
Stanislav. At that comment, Stanislav looks at Emmett and just grabs the shovel and starts filling the hole.
All right, so at that, we're just going to cut to the morning. At that point, night goes on, it's uneventful, sun comes up. Someone give me a D6. You guys are finishing up.
5.
It's still bright, fucking sunny morning.
Woo!
Yep. What do you guys want to do?
In morning, Stanislav will go to sleep.
So Murphy wakes up, and those guys are coming in, covered in fucking dirt from having just dug more holes. And Stanislav is going to go sleep.
I think you got the right idea, Miss Stan. I'm going to go sleep, too. My face hurts.
The swelling will go down, Hirosen. You must give it time. Ref, before the sniper fight happened, Stanislav was working on the walkie-talkies. Was there enough time before the sniper fight for him to actually make a roll on that task? No?
No.
Okay.
Because it happened like partway through this shift, shift, and then the sniper fight happened, and then you guys went and started doing burying shit.
Gotcha.
So,
yep.
I'm going to say no.
Okay.
But you could do it when you wake up, I guess, or...
No, we must go. We have spent too much time here.
Yeah, so where are you guys going, and what is your plan? What exactly are you guys doing? Like, who's doing what? For this shift, because at this point, the only person who has slept is Murphy. And if Stanislav's going to sleep now for the morning shift, what's anyone else doing?
Emmett will head back up to his tower, and he will go to sleep for the shift.
Okay.
When Murph wakes up, he's going to go out to where they buried Cole and just sit down next to the grave. Kind of talk to him, talk to himself. Just, I don't know, gather his thoughts. So he's sitting there, kind of like with his hand, just picking up a handful of the dirt that's at the grave and just letting it slowly fall out of his hand back on top. Kind of doing that over and over again. Really thought of all of us, you'd be the one to make it through all this. Guess you weren't invincible after all. Emmett might be. Obviously, I'm not. Well, maybe I'll see you one day, whether it's upstairs or downstairs. I don't know where people like us go. But I'm sure I'll see you there. God, I wish you had blown fucking Yuri's head off when you had the chance. Maybe none of this would have happened. Maybe it would have. I don't know. I do know I'm going to miss having you around, bud. Well, Godspeed, brother. And he gets up and walks back into the church.
All right. Roll I'm going to assume you're the one on watch, since you're the one up, so roll a recon roll, Chris.
With a -1? For the eye?
Yup. Just until further notice, -1.
I just didn't know if that only applied to visual. 2 successes.
Dang. Good job.
Okay. So the morning goes along, and it seems pretty quiet. You're, I'm assuming you're probably, like, looking out. And at this point, you probably have Cole's binoculars. Or someone does. You know what I mean? Like, if you're on watch, it would make sense if you had them.
Yeah, I think the plan is pretty much whoever's on watch has the binoculars. You just hand them off.
Yeah, so you're up in the top of the church, and
is it possible while he's on watch to no, I'm not field stripping any fucking weapons, but basically take stock of the Dragunov, clean it up, familiarize with it, get the swap mags.
Yeah, just get used to the basic function of it. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
The weight, the balance, all that.
Mm-hmm.
Just be like, I think I can use this. Just going through the paces of familiarizing himself with a different weapon.
All right, so Murph's up there familiarizing himself with the Dragunov, and the morning seems pretty quiet. We are heading into the daytime. What do you guys want to do?
When you get a chance, whether it's now or when the session's over, can you distribute the 3 rations we got from the sniper?
Yeah. All right, let's do that real quick.
We have 21 water currently, but what is our maximum? Is that our maximum?
No, it's not our maximum. It's just what we currently have. Stanislav had 6 maximum. I get where you're getting at, Brian, because we have 21 out of X number of canteens.
Correct. I was looking for what X is, because then we also have the river here before we take off to fill all of those up.
Yep.
I think everybody had 4, except for Stan.
Yeah, everybody had 4 bottles.
Stanislav has 6.
And then, Kyle, did your new character have 4 also?
No, he did not. He only had 2 water.
Okay, so
that puts us at like 32.
yes, total. So that means we have, if we get all our full water, that's 16 weight for everything.
Oh, yeah, the truck. That can easily go in the truck. That's not a problem. But that also means we're dependent on the truck at that point to have all of our shit. And that's literally all of our eggs in one basket.
Right. Well, no, I mean, Emmett would totally carry his 4 water rations anyway. I would say if everybody did their 4, or if Stanislav wanted to carry 6, that's fine. But if we did our 4 and then whatever else was extra, that could be placed in the truck.
All right, so that's the other thing, too, because you guys could literally just refill them right now with a survival roll. Like, refill whatever's empty.
Well, that's why we were asking for a
there.
grand total of weight and water rations and all that, because of the water here before we take off.
Yeah, before we take off, that's like, we got to do that.
Yeah, if we get a successful survival.
Who's got the best survival?
I mean, you'll get the water either way. Then the question is, what's wrong with the water? So
Yeah, exactly.
I'll give you the water anyway. You won't know.
Kyle, Gordy?
Yes.
What do you got for survival?
D and a B.
Oh, that's not terrible. Emmett, you ain't got no survival.
C and a D.
Unfortunately, Cole was the big survival guy.
What's Murph's survival?
B and a D.
Oh, shit. What's Harrison's?
C and a D.
All right, who wants to roll it? It's either Gordy, Murph, or Stanislav.
Let's have Gordy prove his worth here.
You're going to give him the job of filling up canteens? That's fucked up.
Is it? Make the new guy earn his keep.
Yeah,
I gotcha. FNG.
I will be happy to fill up the canteens.
While Murphy's, like, watching him with the fucking rifle. Nothing and a nothing. Do you want to push that roll?
Of course I do. Ooh.
God damn it.
All right, so explain this to me. What does this look like? Here's the thing. So when you push a roll, it means like something was fucked up, right? And when you push it, if it does this and you actually take a point of stress, why do you take a point of stress? What went wrong whilst refilling the water
So
in the river?
I'm taking all the canteens down here to fill everything up, and I start filling them up and setting them all alongside the river, and then as I'm trying to get everything there, I kind of stumble and knock all of them over, and they all pour out. I have to redo the whole process down there, and I kind of freak out just a little bit. And I guess I'm not really paying the closest attention to where I'm filling them at in the creek.
Okay. That sounds about right.
And the camera pans out, and there's a dead body
In the
10
water.
feet up the river.
We've buried Doc right close to the spot that he's.
You did. You buried Doc. And you're getting the water like just downstream from where you buried Doc.
Yeah.
We're going to bury him right by the river. All right. So I really think that this would be the best way to close out this episode.
Shopping?
No. Well, sort of. Experience points. Right?
Oh, yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it.
It's been a bit, so.
Oh, I'm excited.
All right. It's been about, the right amount of time for it, so. Plus, we just ended a big, if we're doing milestone style, like, Adam pulls it out of his butt when he actually gives you experience points. Which it kind of is. It kind of is.
That seems like a good time.
I mean, if I did every session, it would be weird. You know what I mean? It would be like a weird.
It'd be too much.
I'm giving out experience points in the middle of a battle. Like, that's stupid. All right. So, did you participate in the session? Everybody is going to get 1 experience point for that.
Except for Kyle.
So,
is that a challenge coin or is that a...
That is a challenge coin. That is, as a player, you get it.
Awesome.
Which is why if someone's playing 2 PCs, they don't get 2, they get 1.
Womp, 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 womp.
Wah, wah. Next, did you follow your moral code despite significant risk to yourself or your group? Does anyone feel like over the course of the sniper fight, that applies to them?
Cole did, but he died. So it doesn't matter.
Murph went out to try to save Doc. And took a shot off the head when he did.
I'm cool with giving Murph an experience point for that. I'm cool with that. So Murph gets an experience point for that. Not you, not challenge coin. Murphy does.
Yep.
Anybody else?
Nah, I wouldn't lobby anything for Stanislav.
And Murph knew he was being dumb when he did it.
Yeah. Did you risk or sacrifice something significant to realize your big dream? I don't think that applies to anybody specifically.
Nah.
Okay, did you travel through at least 1 hex on the travel map that you did not visit before? That is definitely a no to anybody.
I have been traveling many miles to get to here.
He's a new character. He doesn't get experience points yet. It's like coming in right after the boss fight, like walking in the room and be like, hey guys, whoop, 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 whoop. We just killed a red dragon.
Does this treasure chest belong to anybody else?
I'm just going to steal some of these scrolls over here. And yeah. Did you overcome 1 or more dangerous events using violent or non-violent means? Yes. So you each one of the characters will get an experience point for that. Did you risk your life for the PC who is your buddy? Stanislav.
I would say yes.
Yep. You definitely get 1 for that.
Not that it matters. He'll die before I get to use any of his XP anyways.
As is tradition.
That's so wrong.
So anyone at this point also has the opportunity to change your moral code or your big dream.
Well, I would still like to lobby that after with Cole getting shot, I still charged the hill, and he was my buddy at the time, so.
I'm cool with that. I will give it to you. Okay. That seems fair. Yeah, so you can put that on yours, that's not a challenge coin one, that's a character experience. Anybody else?
I mean, Murph's moral code is do everything he can to keep his guys alive, including breaking laws or rules of engagement.
Yeah, I know. And I gave you the one for the sniper one. So.
And Harrison's are just help his friends stay alive and make it home.
Yeah.
Although I don't know if this is okay, but I had Harrison change his buddy to Mr. Stan.
I think that's totally appropriate.
Makes sense.
And it's then reciprocal because that's Stan's buddy too. So
yeah,
that's Stan likes Harrison.
He does.
Yeah.
He's a farm boy, and he was like the one dude that didn't torture that guy.
All right, you guys also have the ability to pick a new buddy. So that is an option. Brian.
Don't pick Stanislav.
No, I picked Murph.
Don't pick
The kiss of death has been given.
And you weren't here for that, but he said it when he did it too.
I just wanted to make sure. So.
That is the kiss of death, man. Oof.
It's awesome.
That's why it's almost why, like, as a player, I keep picking fights with Emmett. It's like, no, don't make me your buddy. No.
All right, and then let's see, where were we at? Cool. Fire. After each session in which you made a coolness under fire roll and succeeded, you have a chance to increase your coolness under fire. Jeremy, I know Stanisław did.
He did.
Because you did with the sniper one.
Yeah.
Anybody with an A, I'm not going to worry about, by the way, because I don't fucking care. It's already maxed out.
And it's just the flat, not the unit?
No. Did you roll coolness under fire? Did you succeed at the coolness under fire?
Yes and yes.
Okay, that's it.
Harrison
That's
did
all
as-
you need. So, Harrison succeeded?
Yep, when he smashed his nose on the...
He did. Okay. So this applies to him too. So you roll the base die for your coolness under fire. If the result is a 1, increase your coolness under fire 1 step. So whatever your base die, not the unit 1, just whatever your base coolness under fire is. If you roll a 1,
crossed.
it goes up.
Rolling a C, the D8. Nope. I rolled a 4. Dang it. All right.
Chris?
No, he
8.
rolled an 8.
Maxed out.
The complete opposite.
All right, so that's irrelevant. Unit morale. Currently it was set at Emmett's command, right?
D.
Yep, that's a D.
All right. Your unit has been in combat and defeated its enemy. That means it goes up by 1.
Yay!
But
Now let's go to what makes it go down by 1. A member of your unit has been killed or fatally wounded. Down. So it's
Down twice.
D.
no, it goes down 1. It going up 1, down 1. Stays at D. So because it's if any one of these things. It's not like it doesn't tally up. It's just did any of these things happen? It goes up by 1. Did any of these things happen? It goes down by 1. So it just stays the same.
Just out of curiosity, can the unit morale be less than D?
You mean non-existent? Yeah.
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 Okay.
Yeah, if nobody had command.
Yeah. If nobody had command and shit was real bad.
Yeah. Because I was just curious, because like normally, you have like you can't go lower than a D for a lot of rolls, and I was just wondering if that
Like
applied
coolness
to
under fire is always a D as the low. Like
Right.
right. So this is the skill equivalent side.
I got you. So the self is minimum D. Unit can be nothing.
Right. And actually NPCs don't get unit morale. Which is
No. Poor Doc.
Anyone want to redefine their moral code, seek a new dream, find a new buddy they haven't done yet, or spend experience points on something?
we really only got, unless you had a special one, everyone only got 1 experience point, correct?
Pretty much, yeah.
I would like one more challenge going, please.
Kyle. I didn't give Kyle one for
Yeah.
that whole Dairy Queen thing, man.
Oh my God,
That's
come
fucking
on.
great, dude.
That was awesome.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
That was fun. I really enjoyed that.
Challenge coin. These get given out a lot. They're pretty useful.
We have been using them. Well,
have
some
used
some of us have been using them. Others of us are like saving them for rainy day.
Hoarding, like Scrooge McDuck.
Like Scrooge McDuck.
Oh man. So I think that's everything. Let's see. So, thoughts, concerns? I mean, because this is where we're going to end this one, is with this. So, any last words before we go into episode 52?
Good luck.
You're horrible.
Yeah, you're a monster.
Yeah, you sent like some elite super soldier sniper after us. You're not a good guy.
He full metal jacketed us.
No, just a competent sniper.
This is literally going to be an episode without a cliffhanger. So, anyone who hates my normal cliffhangers,
You're
you
welcome
go.
for once.
listen next week
And go fuck yourself.
when next time on 2 Past Midnight.